What is going on, people? Back again for another review today. This one is of, if you couldn't tell by the title, Final Girl. Not to get, confused with The Final Girls. This is Final Girl, put out by Nasser Studio. It's directed by Tyler Shields, written by Prince, Stefan Scarlata, Alejandro Seri, and Johnny Silver. It stars Abigail Breslin, who I think is going to be, coming up as a future, scream queen, starlet kind of deal. I'm liking her in these horror movies that she's doing. Wes Bentley, Logan Huffman, Cameron Bright, Alexander Ludwig, among many others. Pretty much with this movie, it starts out with this guy talking to this young girl and telling her, to remember things and shut your eyes and tell me certain things, like how many steps does it take to get from your room to this, to this, to this. And she's answering it with like no problem. So you kind of see him then take her and start training her. And then fast forward in time, this little girl becomes Abigail Breslin's character, Veronica. And pretty much he's sitting there, he's talking, and he's telling her that he has a mission for her to do. This is why he's been training her. And what he wants her to do is there's these four guys that for some reason hunt girls. And this is what he's training her for. This is the next step in her training. Fast forward a little bit and you find out there's these four kids, four guys that for fun or whatever, to tell you the truth, throughout the entire movie, didn't really tell you why it started. I don't know if it was like family legacy or whatever it is. These four guys decide to all the time pick up a random blonde girl. It has to be a blonde girl. I don't know why too. Maybe someone, hurt them when they were younger or something. But has to be a blonde girl. They pick this blonde girl up, bring her to this remote location, and pretty much hunt her down and then kill her. So what happens is, Abigail's character, Veronica, is definitely, kind of, hesitant or whatever, but she starts doing the training, and then it's up to her to kind of get herself initiated into this part. Who knows how they do it? They choose randomly, but she ends up sitting in this diner where they usually convene. The one kid, pretty much the leader, this guy Jameson, picks her out of the bunch, starts talking to her, and then tells her, I'm inviting you out. You're going to do this. You're going to come with me. We're going to have some fun, whatever. So they end up going, these four kids, her character, they end up going into the, woods, and they're about to do what they do best, is hunt this girl down, run and chase her and such. But they didn't realize that this girl knew about it and is trained and such. So they pretty much mess with the wrong girl in this movie. Each one has their own, different personality. The one guy, Alexander, is the leader. The guy, Jameson, he's, pretty much the tall tale leader. There's guys Shane and Danny. They're like the guy, I'm pretty sure it's the Danny character that's pretty much like a nutcase psychopath, because at one point, not to ruin anything because it's not going to ruin too much, something happens when they drink this certain drink, and let's just say they start seeing things, and his scene is definitely interesting. With this movie, I must say, usually when I'm watching movies, I'm not a scene person. Scenes don't move me that much. I go for, I don't know what it is, character development and storyline and plot. Scenes, if it's in a warehouse, if it's in this, it doesn't really change my, whatever. But the guy, Tyler Shields, was a photographer before, so he had a different outlook. Like some of these scenes, they were pretty much the total end of the movie. They're in the woods for the good later, like 20 minutes of the movie, trying to get away from them and do whatever. And just the way it's shot and the scenes, it's a lot different. It's very there's certain scenes you hit, and it's just really cool looking. Let me say the way this movie ends, not completely at the end, but let's just say one of the last kills is definitely one of the most interesting things. I watch it, I'm like, that is really cool the way they did that. Not going to tell you what it is, but I say definitely go ahead, check out the Final Girl, not the, but Final Girl. Again, Abigail Breslin. I'm looking forward to. She's in the one movie Molly with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where she plays a someone who's about to get uh, transformed into a zombie kind of deal. She seems like she's know what she's doing. She's in that Scream Queen show. So definitely go ahead, check this out if you're into those like hunt chase kind of deals. It's more, I guess you would call it a thriller more than a horror, but definitely go ahead, check that out. Again, like the ending scenes are definitely some of the coolest things. Just the scenery around it, the way it's shot, and then of course, like I said, the last part is definitely one of the coolest endings I've seen. Just the way it happens and everything. I'm like, you know what? That's a cool scene. So definitely go ahead, check out Final Girl. Again, I'll leave the link to where you can buy it on Amazon and such. Go check out other stuff by them. I'm gonna look to see if this guy. I think this is actually one of the first directorial. This might be directorial debut for Tyler Shield. So I'm gonna look at, I don't know, some of his photography or whatever. But hopefully you like this review. Again, hopefully you're enjoying these reviews that I'm doing. The more I do, I'm liking it more and more. Just opening the door open for some people that might not have heard of these before, or might not have known, or were on the fence of certain ones, and my words might change people's minds, who knows. But definitely, if you enjoy this stuff, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Again, check out my Instagram, Tony's Movies, for updates of what I have, and then maybe there's a movie you see that you want me to review. And yeah, I guess until next time, I'll see you.